So, I've been hearing things about Gen 4 starters getting buffed in Gen 9, and after looking it up, I have to say, I'm impressed. And at the same time, I feel as though these buffs should have happened years ago, like when Diamond and Pearl first came out. Now, I heard that Torterra is now able to get the move Shell Smash as an egg move. I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere before. I'm pretty sure I saw that in Blaze Black and Vault White. Yeah, I believe, after playing that game so many times, I seem to recall that somebody had a Torterra on their team, and I believe that Torterra actually had Shell Smash on their team. And I'm thinking, couldn't Game Freak do something like this when Black and White first came out? Because, yeah, Shell Smash is a perfect fit for Torterra. I mean, yeah, it can take hits pretty good, which is the reason why I chose it as a starter all the way back at Twin Town. So, with enough Shell Smashes, Torterra could be a pretty formidable opponent now. But just have to watch out for the fact that its defenses can't be all that good anymore after a whole bunch of Shell Smashes. And as for Infernape, well, I'm seeing that it gets a lot of good moves now in Generation 9. Especially one move in particular that I never thought it would get. Switcheroo. Well, I'm not really sure if a whole lot of you know about that move, but if you don't know about that move, then I'll tell you about it. Well, it's pretty much the move trick, where you switch items with your opponent and you get whatever your opponent was holding. I feel as though maybe that could be comboed with another move in general. I mean, I think Infernape can't get Fire Spin, so yeah, at the same time you're doing residual damage to your opponent, I believe you're also preventing your opponent from switching, so if they were to use some sort of buffing move, then yeah, they can't leave because they're trapped in a Fire Spin. Oh man, okay, I was about to say, I guess this is the only time I could show a double Lucario battle, me and Riley's Lucario in action at the same time. So yeah, I want to do just that, but it looks to me like that's going to have to wait because these two Steel-type Pokemon are going to interrupt me. And seeing Aura Sphere on the screen, that reminds me of something. Yeah, Infernape can now get Aura Sphere. I wonder what other Pokemon can get that move. Yeah, I have to say, it's a pretty good move. So, in addition to Switcheroo, Aura Sphere, and Fire Spin, Infernape can also get Nasty Plot, Calm Mind, Drain Punch, and Slack Off. Yeah, Slack Off, I'm not really sure if a whole lot of you know, but Chimchar's moveset is a lot different from Monferno and Infernape's moveset. As for Drain Punch, yeah, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Where the fuck was that move when I played around with Infernape all those years ago? Yeah, Drain Punch could have helped me out a whole lot back then. Yeah, it's the same thing I said about Toxicroak all those videos ago when I faced Mayling's Toxicroak back at the Fieldstone State Gym where I saw it with Drain Punch. So yeah, in my opinion, I guess Infernape has the potential to be a pretty annoying Pokemon with a whole bunch of crazy strategies and whatnot, such as Fire Spin and Switcheroo and whatnot. Well, as for the likes of Nasty Plot and I guess Calm Mind as well, I guess moves like Aura Sphere and Flamethrower will do a lot more damage. Okay, I guess that Blaze Kick was for Magneton. Well, I didn't have any way of knowing since, well, I thought maybe Riley's Lucario would go for High Jump Kick on Laron, but I guess maybe not. Okay, I might as well use Aura Sphere on the Machoke because, yeah, that thing has the potential to take out one of our Lucarios. Okay, moving on to Empoleon. Well, I don't think it got a whole lot of buffs out there. I mean, the only move it can now get is Roost. Once again, where the fuck was that move back in Diamond and Pearl? I mean, sure, I don't really use Empoleon that much, but still. It's considered to be a bird. Well, penguins are technically considered birds, so yeah, it should have been able to get Roost a long time ago, so I don't know what those people were doing. I mean, other Pokemon can get Roost even though they're not even considered to be flying types, such as, let's see, there's Venomoth, Scizor, Dunsparce, Pheasantipity. Yeah, Pheasantipity does look like a flying type, but as I said, it's not. And other Pokemon that I can't really think of at the moment. Yeah, when I played around with Empoleon years ago, I feel as though maybe it could have gotten a healing move, but Yeah, it just didn't happen, and I really wonder why they didn't do that. I mean, if anything, maybe they could have done that when Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl first came out, since, well, it's a remake of Diamond and Pearl, so I figured, why not? Well, I guess they have a lot of time to make it up for it. No, they have a lot of time to make up for it now that the DLC for Scarlet and Violet is now a thing. Well, one of them at least. Okay, moving on to something else. So recently I heard something about a Chatterate battle event featuring Mighty Hisuian Decidueye. So this event happened October 6th and it ended on October 8th. But if you missed out on the event, then it'll come back on the 13th and it'll end on the 15th. Okay, so looks like this Hisuian Decidueye is a pretty formidable opponent. It's level 100 and it has its hidden ability Scrappy, so it looks like all of its fighting type attacks will be able to hit ghost type Pokemon. Okay, I saw that Sableye got a defense drop, so okay, I guess this Bullet Punch might kill Sableye. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that Hisuian's Decidueye moveset consists of Triple Arrows, Brave Bird, Shadow Claw, and Leaf Blade. And some additional moves include Bulk Up, Sword Stance, Grassy Terrain, and Leaf Storm. I'll be honest, I don't consider Leaf Storm to be much of a problem since, well, I guess we all know that Hisuian's Decidueye's special attack stat, I don't think it's as impressive as its physical attack stats. But still, seeing moves like Bulk Up, Sword Stance, and Grassy Terrain, yeah, this thing is going to be pretty hard to capture. I mean, I didn't go after it since, well, I don't feel the need to do so since, well, as I said, for all those other Pokemon that were featured in their respective Chatterate battle events, they're just going to be some sort of trophies for me, so I don't feel the need to go after those Pokemon at all. Well, as for Grassy Terrain, well, I guess that can help me up a little bit since that's going to give me some healing. Well, it all depends on what Pokemon I'm sending into battle, if they touch the ground, that is. But the bigger problem is that's going to boost the power of Grass-type attacks, such as Leaf Blades. Yeah, that could be a huge problem. Not to mention the fact that, well, Sword Sands, that's going to make it so that way that Hisuian Decidueye rather, yeah, there are two different species of Decidueye. Anyway, it's going to make it so that way that thing has potential to completely slaughter all the Pokemon that's facing. As for Bulk Up, well, the attack boost is one thing, but the defense boost, well, yeah, that's going to make it a little bit more harder to take down. Well, I guess you could always rely on special attacking moves, but I'm not really sure how much of an effect it's going to have on a Pokemon such as Hisuian Decidueye. I'll be honest, I was considering to use Hisuian Decidueye when I played Legends Arceus, but I opted to go with Hisuian Typhlosion since it kind of looked a bit more cooler than Hisuian Decidueye. Feel free to disagree. So yeah, if you did go after this Pokemon, then yeah, I really hope you caught it because, yeah, I'm not really sure if I can really do anything about it. Okay, I'm so tempted to go with Earthquake to take down those two Pokemon, but at the same time, I want Riley's Lucario to be alive so that way maybe it could do something about that Steelix. I mean, given the fact that his Lucario has high jump kick, yeah, that's going to do a whole lot of damage. Oh, okay, at least I got a critical hit, that's good. Okay, I guess that Meteor Mash was meant for Nose Pass. Oh, okay, Meteor Mash managed to take down Steelix. Yeah, Steelix has a base defense of 200, so I was thinking, is Steelix going to survive that Meteor Mash? But looks like that didn't happen. Okay, I keep thinking there are some hidden items in those barrels that I see there, but I don't think that is the case. So yeah, as for the DLC of Scarlet and Violet, the Teal Mask, I still haven't gotten it, but don't worry, I'm getting there soon. I'm just learning about everything that's happening there so far. I mean, yeah, you might question me as to why I do something like that, but yeah, you don't really need to do that because, well, you might think that I'm worried about spoilers, but I don't really care about spoilers. I mean, it's better that I see what's going on so that way I'm well prepared and I don't suffer a humiliating loss. Okay, I really have to say, Adaptability on Lucario, it rocks. Well, yeah, I opted to go with, what was it? Inner Focus instead. I mean, Adaptability is great, but I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get adaptability on my Lucario if I actually want to get that ability on my Lucario. I'm thinking, so if I caught Riolu all those videos ago, and I caught one with Steadfast, would that make it so that way when it eventually evolves into Lucario, it's going to get adaptability? I might have to look that up because, yeah, seeing Ryu's Lucario taking out all these Pokemon with neutral hits, well, not something like that, since High Jump Kick is quite effective on Laron. Yeah, looks to me like Riley Lucario is a pretty formidable Pokemon to handle. Okay, there's nothing in that dead end. I thought there was something there, but looks like there's not. Okay, it feels though I don't think I really went very far in this room altogether. Well, I guess, yeah, what do I expect? I mean, I'm fighting a whole bunch of wild Pokemon, and as for the trainers, well, they have a whole lot of Pokemon on them, and in a game like this, well, that's something I just have to expect. Okay, good thing Lucario went for High Jump Kick. I thought maybe it would go after that Golbat, but yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't expect Torterra to one-shot that Golbat. But, oh well. Okay, I believe there are a few more trainers in this place, so hopefully I can get to at least another pair of the trainers before this video is over. Okay, what else can I talk about? Well, okay, why don't I go back to the Gen 4 starters getting certain moves. Well, if anything, maybe Switcheroo could have came about to Infernape some time ago, so that way, well, as I said a few minutes ago, maybe Infernape has the potential to be a pretty annoying Pokemon to deal with because, well, I had my fair share of dealing with Pokemon that tend to piss me off. Like, say, let's see. Certain Pokemon that have the capability of using either Trick or Switcheroo to give me an item that I don't want, such as the choice items or any of the orbs. So yeah, I guess Infernape is capable of doing that same thing as well. If it so desires, that is. And if you pair that up with Fire Spin, then yeah, that's really going to piss off your opponent. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but maybe it could happen somewhere down the road. I mean, every now and then I check on some videos to see some certain strategies involving a certain Pokemon, and yeah, as for the opponent facing that particular Pokemon, yeah, they're not taking it well, and they end up getting salty. When I get salty, well, I'm not really sure. I mean, if there is a way for me to get out of a certain situation involving a combo like that, like say if I were to be stuck using one move because a certain Pokemon used Trick or Switcheroo, then yeah, maybe there is a way for me to get out of a situation like that. But the only thing I can think of right now is switching out, and that's it. And if my other Pokemon tends to go down, like it always does, well, I guess I have no choice but to rely on the Pokemon that's holding the choice item, and I have to spam a certain move all day until one of us goes down. But I'll be honest, I don't really use the choice items that much. I only use them if I really want to, or if I'm imitating a certain moveset that I see online. Yeah, I tend to do that every now and then because, well, I've seen a lot of those things years ago, so I figured I might as well give it a go and see what happens. Okay, there are a couple of trainers up ahead, but I don't think I have enough time to fight them since these wild Pokemon here are relentless, so I think these pairs of Pokemon are the last things I'm going to be fighting in this video, and the next video, maybe I should be wrapping up Iron Island, although I'm not really sure if I'm going to make it out of here quite yet, because there's still some battling to do in this place. Okay, that Golbat survived my crunch. Not really sure why, because that other Golbat I faced a few minutes ago, that one went down in one hit. Oh well, I guess maybe it's a low damage roll. Oh, great. Golbat connects with Hypnosis on Torterra. Okay, I believe Lucario is going to... Okay, alright, there we go. So that Hypnosis didn't matter, since after this battle's over, Torterra is going to wake back up as if nothing happened. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. Next time, hopefully, we're going to get out of Iron Island. Not making any promises, but hopefully we'll make it out of here. See you next time.